Have you ever looked at your life and thought, this isn't what I imagined? Maybe you're still single at 27 when you thought you'd have kids by now, or your career hasn't taken off as you hoped. You're not alone. Many of us struggle with unmet expectations. But here's the truth. God has a plan for your life, and it's a good one. In this article, we're diving into why trusting God's plan, especially when things don't go according to our own timing, can bring peace, purpose, and fulfillment beyond anything we could imagine. If you're in a season of uncertainty, doubt, or frustration, this message is for you. Let's explore why God's plans are greater than our own and how we can learn to trust His process. God's plan is bigger than our plans. We all have dreams, goals, and a vision for our future. But what happens when life doesn't align with our expectations? In Jeremiah 29:11, God promises, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." This verse reminds us that even when things don't go as planned, God's plans are always good. When we look around and compare our lives to others, it's easy to get discouraged. But remember, comparison is the thief of joy. It's tempting to look at someone else's success or family and wonder why you're not there yet. But God's plans for you are unique, crafted just for you. If it's not good yet, God is still working. Just like an artist creating a masterpiece, the process takes time. Trusting the process, patience in God's timing. One of the most challenging aspects of faith is trusting God during seasons of waiting or uncertainty. Isaiah 55:8-9 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways." God's perspective is far beyond our own, and His timing is perfect, even if we can't always see it. Just like a painting that isn't finished yet, your life is still being crafted. The delays, the challenges, and even the disappointments are all part of God's bigger picture. Think about it. Who are we to rush the Creator of the universe? God's plans are far grander than we can imagine, and His timing is always right. So when things don't make sense, remember that God is working behind the scenes, even when it doesn't feel like it. Don't let circumstances define what's true. It's easy to let circumstances dictate our sense of reality. When things are tough or don't go the way we planned, it's tempting to question God's goodness. But the truth is, God never changes. Psalm 23 verse 4 reminds us, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." Whether we're on the mountaintop or in the valley, God's promises remain the same. The enemy often tries to keep us distracted by worry, regret, and comparison. We think, if only I had this or that, maybe then I'd be happy. But true contentment comes from trusting that God is in control and His plan for our lives is good, even when we don't see the full picture yet. You don't need to have everything figured out. God already does. Faith in what we cannot see. Hebrews 11 verse 1 tells us, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Just like we know the earth is round, even though we can't see the curvature from our perspective, God's goodness is real, even when life doesn't feel perfect. The clouds may obscure the sun, but the sky is still blue, and the sun is still shining behind the clouds. Similarly, God's goodness remains unchanged, regardless of the circumstances we face. Faith is the key to overcoming doubt and fear. It's about trusting in God's plan for your life, even when you can't see the outcome yet. This is where peace is found, by rooting yourself in the truth that God's plan for you is good. Call to action: trust in God's plan. If you're feeling uncertain or discouraged, I encourage you to take a moment and reflect on this truth. God has an incredible plan for your life. No matter what your current circumstances look like, trust that He is working all things together for your good. Just as an artist creates a masterpiece over time, God is carefully and skillfully shaping your life into something beautiful. If you're struggling to trust God's timing, remember, His plans are greater than yours, and His ways are higher than yours. So let go of the worry, release the need for control, and let God lead you to where He wants you to go. Join the Inspired Woman community on YouTube for more empowering messages like this one. Subscribe today and find encouragement, inspiration, and biblical wisdom to help you navigate life's journey. You don't have to walk this path alone. God's got a plan for you, and we're here to support you every step of the way. You are not behind. You are exactly where God wants you to be. Let's continue this journey together. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Inspired Woman family.